There's one thing you must do if you want to attract wealth and abundance into your life. Think you have an idea of what that is? Maybe right now you're thinking the law of attraction, or rubbing elbows with the right people. Or maybe you're thinking that you can create your own luck by working hard and getting a good education. But the truth is, it's none of those things. In fact, when I scour the internet for ways to become wealthy, not one of them mentions this one thing. Even though this thing I'm talking about, the key to getting rich beyond your wildest dreams, isn't something you need to go on a journey across the globe to find. You can't buy it from any internet guru. And last I checked, none of the wealth experts on TV are talking about it. Instead, this one thing is actually inside of you right now. And until a rogue NASA scientist revealed a secret experiment to me at a dimly lit dive bar in Houston, Texas, I didn't realize how powerful this one thing was either. But this thing that's inside of you right now is capable of making you as wealthy as you want to be. It's true, but here's the catch. You simply need to activate this thing I'm talking about. Think you know what it is? I would be thoroughly surprised if you did, because I'd never heard of this one thing until the day I discovered the secret NASA experiments. But now I realize that science is now confirming what ancient Eastern teachings have touted for centuries. That if you activate this one thing inside you, that you can attract money and wealth effortlessly. And that every human being on planet Earth has the power to do so. Now, I get that you might be a little skeptical. After all, it sounds a little too easy. But just watch this short video to the end today, and you'll see why this one thing has the power to change the very course of your life. And in fact, it has already done so for myself and for thousands of others across the globe. Since I'm about to share a very personal and humiliating story with you, allow me to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Alex Maxwell, and I never thought I'd find myself in the position to write this letter to you. Because while I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams today, I was broke for just about my entire adult life. If you've ever felt like you were on a financial hamster wheel, you know what I'm talking about. Feeling like you can never get ahead. Always working your butt off just to keep your head above water. And if you're like me, you've tried anything and everything to get off that hamster wheel. Studying the law of attraction, which didn't do anything for me. Selling Amway or essential oils or whatever, only to find out that those things are one big pyramid scheme. I also worked 2 jobs for a long time thinking I'd get ahead, but something always came up that would keep me broke. A car repair here, an unexpected fee there. You know how it goes. But no matter how exhausting it was, I kept chugging along, sacrificing every spare moment I had to try and build a better life for my family. Look, sometimes being a good dad is a thankless job. No one ever seems to notice or care that we give and never take time to take care of ourselves. Truth is, no one wants to hear a man complain about how tired he is or how he's struggling with his mental health, just the way our culture is. But I was always happy to keep grinding as long as I could take care of my family. But then, one February, I hit rock bottom when my manhood was snatched away from me. You see, just a few years ago, I couldn't even afford to buy my youngest daughter, Alexis, anything for her birthday. She was turning 5 that year and wanted a bicycle more than anything in the world. But I had to choose between the bike she wanted or paying the heat bill, and the heat bill won. It was humiliating enough to try and beg and borrow the money before her birthday arrived. But in the end, it was my older daughter Jenny's 16-year-old boyfriend who ended up fronting the cash, just so I could afford to buy a kid's bike at Walmart and avoid crushing my little girl's heart on her special day. And if that weren't humiliating enough, the conversation I heard between him and my daughter was a dagger to my heart. When we get married and have kids, I'll never let this happen. We won't be poor like your dad, and I sure as hell won't be borrowing money from a 16-year-old waiter. I'm gonna be a real man. The worst part is that he was right. I mean, what kind of man can't provide for his family? I can tell you at that moment that I didn't feel like a man. And it was right then and there I vowed to get myself out of the crummy financial situation that I was in. The thing is, I tried everything I could think of to pull myself up by my bootstraps. Not knowing what to do, I decided to go for a drive. For whatever reason, I decided to go to a local dive bar and just be alone. After downing a couple $2 Bud Lights, I couldn't help but notice